Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career, this time for the Belgian Grand Prix. Before we go to find ahead down below, like and subscribe, it does help out a lot, and let's go right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around the Spa circuit here in Belgium. Really cool track, of course, a classic, one of my favourites. You know, I say that about every single track, but this is just, you know, a true classic of Formula 1. Of course, raced back all the way, like, what, the 1930s as well, I'm pretty sure, like the old layout, which was like over 14 kilometers long. I'm pretty sure this is just over 7 kilometers. A lot safer than the first track, the original, but still a lot of fun. Now, before we get into like anything else, I don't really know if I messed up the setup, if I selected the wrong one, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. But the car handled so weirdly. It must be all of the upgrades that I've gotten over the last kind of season since we were last here. But it just feels so weird, like midway through the corner the car felt just so, I don't know, it just broke traction. It just felt so weird, like I was just there halfway through a corner, then it just lost grip, and like I had to counter steer to actually catch it, not to just not to fall off the track and not to spin. It was really weird. I still could get fast lap times in, but I just didn't feel comfortable whilst doing them because I had to keep on, you know, counter steering every single corner to actually not fall off the circuit, which isn't what you want, but at least we were still fast. P11 currently after the second flying lap, 5 tenths up. Where are we going to end up? It's going to be P9, so quite a decent top 10 once again. Really liking it. The upgrades definitely work. 1.2 seconds away from pole. Max Verstappen once again on pole. Ricciardo in second place. Lewis Hamilton in third place. Red Bull's once again really strong. But let's see what we can do during the race. Hopefully score some more points.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula 1 World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Delatraz, Norris, Red, Ocon, and Guan Yu Zhou, Aitken, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Gasly, Tsunoda, Russell, Nobuharu Matsushita, and Lance Stroll, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Lundgaard, and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So here we are lined up in P8 after a driver has gotten a penalty ahead of us, so we do start a position further ahead, which I guess is kind of bad because now I'm actually on the outside, so I have to kind of switch back to get the inside line for the first corner over here as we dive down the inside of, I'm pretty sure that was Ocon, Louis Delatraz, and nearly Lando Norris, but he just gets ahead over here. as we can see, side by side with the Mercedes of Louis Delatraz over here, going up Eau Rouge and Radlyon, but we do manage to get past the Mercedes and up to P7, just behind the McLaren of Lando Norris, 4 tenths ahead of us. Now, it was just really weird, the setup, as I was saying before. Just the car felt so weird and so unstable. Really felt like I was just flying a TIE fighter, to be honest, if you can compare it to that. But lap 3, DRS activated. We are actually too far away to actually get it from Lando Norris, but I actually set the fastest 3rd sector over there, which is kind of good, and it kind of shows you that our car is really good in a straight line. As on lap 4, we actually dived down into the pits because my tyres were just so bad, and I'm actually going to change my front wing from 3 to 5 to hopefully try and kind of fix this kind of issue that I'm having over here with the setup. I was actually meant to go on lap 5 for the new tyres, but I just went in a lap earlier because I was quite slow on those old tyres, and I wanted to change the front wing angle as quickly as I could, as I nearly spin out going out of the pits, really eager to go onto the power to kind of get the DRS from the house of Nikita Mazepin, but that didn't work, so we're going to have to overtake him over here just at the end of sector 2, I'm pretty sure this is, just a bit before, but we do manage to get past. Actually some contact over there, I'm pretty sure, but you can see how skittish the car is, just does not want to go in a straight line, and it just doesn't even look right. But I'm somehow trying to make it work. On lap 6, we get past a couple people in the pits. That was Esteban Ocon and Lewis Hamilton. So good stuff over there, as we are now right behind the Haas of Mick Schumacher. Tried to go down the inside over here, but too fast of a corner, couldn't make it work, so we get him on the exit. We actually pumped tyres over there, now around the outside, and we managed to make it work in the same place where we overtook Nikita Mazepin. There was some contact there, but no damage luckily, as at the end of lap 6 over here, just before the final corner, we managed to get past Nicholas Latifi in the Alfa Romeo. So good stuff, up to P14 as a couple more people pit. So we actually move up to P11. Is it going to be P10? Nope. It's actually going to be P12. Kind of have to get up into it to get past Louis Delatraz over here, as we actually lost time behind the back markers. So Louis Delatraz actually did the overcut on us, and it actually worked out for him. So that is quite bad. But we're just going to get past him quickly, hopefully, and up to P7 as we move up to P8 after a couple more people pit on lap 7. That was. Now we are on lap 8, trying to get past Louis Delatraz up Eau Rouge. You can see how just unstable the car is, but we get DRS down the Kemmel Straight over here, and we are easily going to be able to get past the Mercedes as we actually go purple in the first sector. But actually he comes back at us because I couldn't take as much speed as I would have wanted to, as there's a huge crash ahead of us as we bolt up from P7 all the way to P5, P4, make that P3 as we get past Max Verstappen as well. Not really sure what happened there. I'm pretty sure one of the drivers over there must have had some sort of issue, and they were slow on the straight line, and everyone behind them crashed into them. So that is what, six cars out on the spot over there. So we move up from P7 all the way up to P3 straight away, and our teammate Jack Aitken moves up to P4. So this is going to be his first point scored of the season, and a P3 and 4 second row of the finish, I guess you could call it, locked out for us. Huge points for us today, another podium, and the first point scored by the second driver of Red Sprint Racing.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
A reliable car, that was the most important factor here. This was a real battle of attrition, and you could tell those at the front were trying to find a balance between running their outright pace and taking care of the car to reach the end.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
So it is another win for the Red Bulls. This time Sergio Perez taking the win from Daniel Ricciardo, from us in P3 and Jack Aitken in P4. Huge drivers crashing out today, so we move up to P5 in the driver standings, ahead of Louis Detraz and Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, who were involved in that crash, and moving up to P4 in the constructor standings, because of course both Ferrari drivers, I'm pretty sure, were involved in that crash. So huge points for us today. Really excited to see what we can do next time out at Monza. But for now, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.